Welcome everybody to another game of Solo Hammer. We're gonna move on from what we did last week. So, in last week's game, the Orks won because they were able to obtain the victory of getting across the line, basically. Sadly for them, the war boss lost a lot. A, he fell. B, he lost a truck and his entire entourage. He wants a replacement vehicle. Luckily for us, War Boss Guts has stumbled upon a Blood Raven's outpost. And luckily for him, that outpost includes a vehicle. But what does his army actually come with this week? Well, it comes with War Boss Guts himself, the battle wagon, and 20 boys, all with shooters. They were all in there, so they clamored out to come and claim the outpost. Protecting the outpost is a battle-hardened chaplain with so when it comes to Death Watch, or not Death Watch, Death Company, it's a D3 plus 3 models. So I rolled a 5 and I got 6 Death Company to accompany the chaplain, and then 10 tacticals with 1 heavy bolter. So the goal of today's campaign is rather simple. Warboss Guts needs to get in contact with the Predator tank, and the Death Company need to end Guts. Because if they defeat the war boss, the WOG will end. Alright, Orks are blue, Blood Ravens are red. Who will go first? Orks are going first. Also, this will not be functional for the entire game, so it's not going to actually fire anything. This thing, though, has its 3 twin-linked big shooters, I believe, so that's why it'll be firing. And it'll be doing that as soon as it moves up. Also, it doesn't have, like, a base, but the front of the roller on the front, that's where the front of the base is, so we're just going to go for that. It begins by speeding forward as fast as it can. Also, this thing has the turbo booster, so it adds the D6 to its movement. So 12 plus... okay. That's okay. We'll just use that to pivot around and get some line of sight. And the troops are just gonna march up. Nice. Alright, so... the big shooter from the battle wagon is gonna go into the troops right here. It's Blitz skill 2, so it's going to be hitting on 5s, but it's twin link, so it's rerollable. Alright, we're going to reroll these 2. Alright, we got 2 hits. Alright, 3 is to wound. 1 wound. And the Marine gets his 3 up save. Oh, he's out. And, that's all we can do. He is in range. He's 36 in range with his big shooter, but, he doesn't have line of sight because of the cover. And the boys, none of them have line of sight because of things in the way. And the cover. So we're going to move on to Space Marine's turn 1. So the first thing we're going to do, we're just going to move up the Marine. Alright, everything's all moved up. Now let's start shooting stuff. Okay, so let me do the loadout to move this quick. This unit, the Chaplain has his Crozius and his bolt pistol, and his, I guess, Holy Charm, whatever it is. Whatever gives him that invuln. The rest of the unit has bolt guns, except for this dude. He's got a chainsword and a plasma gun. It's just how the loadout came out to be. Alright, 3 of them can see him. These 2 guys in front and back can see the war boss. And the dude with the plasma can also see him. So, it's gonna be that mess. Alright, so the 2 shots that are in range are going to go into the war boss, hitting on 3s. Okay. Strength 4 against toughest force and force to wound. Oh, he's taking a wound. 6 up save because he doesn't have anything equipped, I'm sorry. And he takes a wound. Wow, bolter fire actually did something. Time for the plasma gun. Actually, no, it's not a plasma gun, it's a plasma pistol, and it's not long enough, so, yeah. So, I was gonna have the Marine shoot into the battle wagon, but then I realized, sure, they can hit it, but they're not gonna actually penetrate because it's, for some reason, it's a 13 armor on the front of a battle wagon. I guess it was weaker on the truck. But, yeah, they can fire as much as they want. I'm not making a dent in that thing, so I'm not even gonna bother. This was clearly an unfair match to begin with, so let's just see how much unfair it can get. Orks turn 2. So technically, the goal of the battle wagon isn't the Marines. It's the vehicle. So he just wants to move around them. It's the normal 12 plus turbo boosting 5. Oh, that's lovely. Then the boys are just gonna slog up, and they all have shooters. There's no heavy weapons. There's no rocket or big shooter. So, yeah. Warboss Big Boss is gonna make his run up just so he can get in line of sight and look down the enemy. So first things first, the boys are gonna fire their shooters into the Marine. All right, so there's there's 20 boys. 20 boys, 1 shot each, rapid fire. I need to grab up like 40 dice. Alright, just get my hand on this. 40 shots hitting on 5s. That's cooked. Lovely. Alright, strength 4 gets bonus 4, so force to wound. Jokes. Alright. And we're going to need 7 3-up saves. Oh, that's not 7 3-up saves. That's like 4 3-up saves. Actually, no, it's 5. That's... okay. 2 Marines fall to dock of fire. Alright, Warboss Fuguguts is going to fire his big shooter into this unit. 3 shots hitting on 5s. Wounding on 3s. Such a disappointment, Fuguguts. So he's too far away to actually charge. So, the boys are able to charge thanks to these 2 lads being so close together. Okay, so, these 4 guys are going to be fighting. Because everybody else is kind of off the side. He's too far away, and yeah. Alright, so the Marines go first. Weapon skill 4 against weapon skill 4. So, force to wound. No, force to hit. Okay. And then strength 4 against toughness 4, so force to wound. Okay. The 2 boys in combat are going to fight back. Same thing. Force to hit. And force to wound. Ah, a wound. 3-up save. He's fine. So, at the end of Orks turn 2, we're still not any closer. Time to get back to the Marines, turn 2. Alright, on turn 2, the Death Company squad is just going to move up. Okay, so now they're going to fire everything they have into Warboss Fuguguts. Alright, so it's going to be 10 rapid fire shots from the bolt guns into him, hitting on 3s. Okay. And then strength 4 against summons 4, so wounding on 4s. Alright. The Warboss gets 2 6-up saves. Really? You can't give me a single 6. Really? Warboss Fuguguts falls to bolter fire? I should have gave him mega armor. Oh well. That wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, well, let's see if the rest of the Orks can at least make it to, the Predator tank. But first, this mess needs to be dealt with. Alright, the Marines are going to attack first. Alright, 7 attacks, hitting on 4s. Damn. Wounding on 4s. That's better. 6-up save. Alright, 2 lads are gone. Alright, 16 attacks back from the Orks into the Marines. Hitting on 4s. Alright. And wounding on 4s. Alright, 3-up saves. Okay, 2 wounds. Okay, so who won that fight? So basically, they both killed the equal amount of wounds. The Space Marines got 2 wounds on the Orks, and they got 2 wounds on the Marines. So, it's a tiebreaker. If both sides scores the same number of wounds, roll a dice and see who gains the upper hand. Okay. Alright, Marines have the upper hand for some reason, even though they're outnumbered. Which means technically the Orks are losing. There's like 20 dudes in that group. How are they losing? Anyway, they didn't make a leadership test. So it's -1 because they lost like 8 dudes, so 6. Don't get a 6 up. That is a 6 up. But we gonna check for size. Yeah. So basically, when you check size on the Ork mob rule, you compare that to the number of models, and if it's less to or equal to, then they're perfectly fine. In which case, that entire introduction was unnecessary. So far, the Blood Ravens are winning, because they killed the war boss. But can the Orks in their turn 3 get to the vehicle? Alright, at the beginning of Orks turn 1, let's see how fast this sucker can go. Turbo boosted? Ah, lovely. So it's 18 inches, so basically we just need to move up, pivot, and then race up. So yeah, 18 inches definitely gets you into contact with the target. And just to be a bit more dickish, they're gonna fire their gun into the unit. It's hitting on 5 though, so that's twin linked. 3 to hit, 5 to hit. Oh, can we roll that? 5 up? Never mind. Alright, 2 hits. Strength 5 against toughness 4, so 3 to wound. Oh, alright, 3 for save. Alright, they're fine. Alright, so technically, the Orks have won. As long as this thing doesn't get taken down, the Orks have won. But we still gotta finish the turn and their turn. So, this mess. Alright, 5 attacks from Marines going to the Orks, hitting on 4s. Yikes. That's terrible. Okay, never mind that. Alright, 16 attacks from the boys into the Marines, hitting on 4s. There's a lot more 4s. Wounding on 4s. Alright. 3 save. Really? Bro got punched in the face. Alright, so the Marines have to take a leadership test, because they're having problems. It's also at like, what, -4, because they're outnumbered like 3 to 1, so... What's the leadership? Barely play Marines. Leadership 8, so 4 up. Dice, don't fail me now. And they shall know no fear. Thanks, Dice. Actually, that rules for falling back, so, yeah. They just succeeded that leadership test, which was amazing on their part. So at the end of the Orks' turn, they're stuck in combat. Yeah, they've got maybe 1 dude in there, but here comes the cavalry. Immediately, they're gonna just turn around and start getting there. Alright, so... we can actually try to shoot into the damn thing. He's got a plasma pistol. It's got strength 7, so I would need a 5 or 6 to actually, like, do the whole penetrating hit thing, because it has, like, side armor of 12, so it's 2 shots hitting on 3s. Okay. Now, to hit the rear armor, I need a 5 or a 6, because you gotta add that number to the strength. So, 5 or 6, please. That's a total of 5. That's not what I wanted. Damn you. Alright, that didn't work. We're gonna charge the damn thing then. Alright, so it's this thing moved in its last turn, so they're only wounding on 6s. Or hitting on 6s. So they're +1 because they charge. They don't have dual weapons, so it's not what's gonna happen. But we'll just see. Actually, hold on. I need to change his because he has a chainsword. Hold on. Alright, so the red dice will be the chaplain with his Crosius. The white dice is the Death Company with his chain axe, which is a power weapon, which gives him strength 10. And then the rest are just everybody else. But they're hitting on 6s nonetheless. Godspeed, lads. Emperor protect. I don't see us. Okay, I see a few of them. Out of all those shots, only that hit. Disappointing. I hate this rule. So, if the chainsword could have hit, it would have done a lot more damage. But either way, they can't actually wound it, because even if they roll 6 up, yeah, 6 plus 4 equals 10. The side armor is 12. It's not going down. I don't like vehicles. What I need is a unit of jump pack marines with freaking warhammers. What are they called? Thunderhammers? Why don't they make that model kit? Where is that model kit? Why don't I have it? It'd be perfect for Death Company. Alright, let's do this final bout. 4 marines left, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. Nothing. 16 attacks from the orcs, hitting on... Yes, hitting on 4s. Okay. Wounding on 4s. Wow. Okay. And 3 save. Really? Alright. Alright, 2 more marines died, so which means I gotta take another morale test. It's like it's still at -4, so... Will they live? Oh, no. Alright, let's regroup. Oh, they fall back. Where is that roll? I keep forgetting it. Alright, they fall back 2d6, so how far they go? That's pretty far, actually. That is fairly far. Holy bleach. Do the orcs advance? Do they catch them on a 9 up? No. No, they don't. Alright, and that ends this week's game. Now, even though they were able to bring down Warboss Fugu Guts, here's the truth about the orcs in this campaign. Whoever is... Fugu Guts is not a name, it's a title for whoever's in charge of this. So, one of these boys is gonna get big and grumpy and mad, and he's just gonna become the next Fugu Guts. So, this is an orc victory, since we were able to actually get in contact with the tank. And they're gonna loot it, and they're gonna start shooting it at other things. Alright, that is today's game, and yeah, let's talk about it. Now, this wasn't a fair game by any chance. The Marines were like 330 points, and the Orcs were like 370. And that 40-point difference really actually shows, although they were able to bring down an entire war boss just by shooting him, so that's impressive. As for the boys, they just formed a wall and started to chew through that entire unit of Marines. In any case, as usual, the pleasantries. Like, comment. You guys don't need to subscribe. There's enough of you now. There's almost 200 of you. And I don't know how I feel about that. So, comment what you thought. Comment what I messed up, because I probably did. And comment what you want to see next. Do you want to see the Orcs continue on to their next thing or whatever? Do you want to figure out why the hell, if they were fighting Tyranids on the last fight, oh, there are no Tyranids here? But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!